In this video, I will show you how to build a highly efficient mega mob farm. It's better to build this farm above a flat surface, for example the ocean, plains biomes or desert biomes. Totally up to you. I will build it above the ocean in this tutorial. So first things first, make a 13 by 13 square. You can use any blocks you have at hand, it really doesn't matter. Now once that's done, fill it up with some more blocks, build up the sides. Now break these blocks. And then 3 blocks out in here. For decoration purposes you can also add some stairs on the sides here. These are not necessary, but these will prevent mobs from spawning up on these sides as well. So yeah, they are kinda handy. Now if you're building this above the ocean, you have to use redstone blocks here. Unless you make some air bubbles below there, but I think this will be easier anyways. Break these blocks here in the middle and replace them with redstone blocks. From here, let's place down some rails. So just use powered rails in here. One more rails here in the turn. And return here with some more powered rails. Once again turn. And just do this until you reach the first hole here in the wall. Now from here, let's do the same thing. Powered rails all the way. Turn. Powered rails. Turn. And powered rails. Powered rails once again. Turn. And then just finish this side. So you can't place any more rails. Keep in mind that if you do not have enough powered rails, you can just replace some of these with normal rails. And now take out your magma blocks, place them up here. You can also use campfires. Those also work, but magma blocks are kinda easy to find in the nether and below the ocean. So yeah, I'm using those. Now go to the exact center in here. So place the block in the middle and count 5 blocks on each side. And then go 30 blocks up. Now once you reach the top, go 4 blocks each side. And be sure not to fall down. And if you do, try to aim for the water. Now take out your slabs. You can use any slabs you have. I will use stone brick slabs in here. I have no reason why I'm using them, I just use them. And now is a great point. If you do not have a water bucket with you, getting up here will be quite hard if you happen to run out of blocks. But then again, you really shouldn't be building a farm this size without having a elytra. I did that by the way in my hardcore series, go check it out. Now once again continue with your slabs and go 7 blocks out from this block. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Now connect this up. Just make a square. And now do the same thing on the 4 sides. And once I've done that, fill this up with some more slabs. Now once that's done, place full blocks going all the way around this platform. Then lastly, place 6 more slabs in a row on all sides. And once again, connect them. And then fill them up. The reason why I'm using slabs here is to just save some blocks, because this farm takes a lot of blocks. Okay, now we just have to place some full blocks around the farm once again. On this part, I tried to save some blocks and didn't use I mean the corners, of course, it's only 4 blocks, so it's not a lot. But yeah, you can do it if you... But yeah, you can just place blocks here if you'd like to, and if you do not, just don't do it. As simple as that. And now, because this area will be in the dark, you have to place down some slabs on the sides. You can also use carpets, but do not use light sources. And now take out some more blocks and 4 dispensers. Go to the lower section of this whole platform. And here in the corner, go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and 4. You will place 3 blocks. And on top of that, a dispenser pointing up. And this is the spot where we will have our first platform. You can break the blocks below and do the same thing on all of these corners. And like that. And now go on top of one of these dispensers and place 7 slabs on all of the sides of the dispenser. But be sure you place them up here and not down here. If you place them down here, nothing will spawn. So use top half slabs. And now 7 blocks on sides. And now do the same thing for all of these dispensers. And now before we continue, let's take out some water buckets. And let's add the water below the spawning platforms. You can also remove the blocks here in the middle, finally. Just don't fall down. Now let's go in the corners. Place 7 blocks in here. We will remove these later. And then 7 blocks in here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Place blocks here. And a water bucket on top. And now the water should almost go straight in the middle. Okay, now you can remove the blocks. Do the same thing in here. So 7 blocks. Blocks in the middle. And a bucket of water. And now once it stops flowing, remove the blocks. And do the same thing with the last 2 corners. And now go to one of these sides and start placing water buckets in here. On every other block, you can refill from the middle. And like that. The same thing on this side. And if something like this happens, you know that you missed a water bucket. So go back there and place a water bucket in there. Then the last side. And now as you can see, the whole place is a huge water stream. Now it's time to continue with the spawning platforms. So let me show you how to make one of these towers. So now place blocks in here like so. So you get a diagonal shape. Do the same thing on all sides, or all corners. And now take a bucket of water and place it inside this dispenser. Place 2 blocks above the dispenser, and then a dispenser on top. Once again, break these blocks, and then crouch and point up, and place the observer pointing there. And now just jump on top, crouch, place 7 blocks, 7 slabs on all sides, make the whole platform, place some more slabs, and once again, 2 blocks on top of the dispenser, dispenser on top, break the blocks, observer pointing up, and then down here a bucket of water. You can also place the water up here, and then an empty bucket inside the dispenser. This will also work. And now once again go on top, add 7 slabs on all sides. At this point you can actually just copy the platform below. You don't have to count anything. This will make the job a lot more easier as well. And once again, water bucket inside there, 2 blocks up, on the third one a dispenser, break the blocks, and an observer pointing up. And now continue doing this till you reach 10 platforms. And now here you can see 10 spawning platforms for monsters. Now let's go on top of the highest one. And once again, up here, go 2 blocks up, place a dispenser pointing up, and then the observer pointing into it. But this time, do not place anything inside this dispenser, because this is how we will activate the whole farm eventually. A redstone signal will be sent through the dispenser, and then all of these platforms will activate. Now just repeat this 3 more times, so build 3 more towers of these platforms. Simple as that. And now at this point, it's time to make the roof. Take out some slabs, and instead of placing them up here, now we will have to place them down here. Believe it or not. That still leaves us 2 blocks for mobs to spawn in. So connect these up. I think I will use stone brick slabs on this part. Now we have to go 21 blocks out, counting from these dispensers, so on both sides. So 21 blocks out in here, and then 21 blocks out in here. And now once again, to save some blocks, let's place down the slabs in a diagonal pattern. You can also just make a huge square up here if you'd like to. But that means you have to have loads of blocks. So from here, once again, start placing down the blocks, then return, and stop here. And once again, then return. Do this until you reach this side, and then do the same thing on the other side. And once you reach the middle in here, you realize that, wait a moment, something is not right. But once you start building this side, all of it will make sense. As you can see, it looks wonky. Once you place the last final blocks, boom, it's perfect. Now do this thing all the way around the farm and finish the roof. Also place the blocks here in the middle. Now once the roof is done, you can see that below here, all the platforms are dark. And there's a lot of mobs already. At this point, it's a great idea to go to one of these sides and go a few blocks out, build a small square, and place your water bucket inside in here. If you use slabs, place your water bucket up here, and then waterlog it, and then break it. And this is how you will get back up. Simple as that. It's a cheap and easy elevator. You can also upgrade it with soul sand if you'd like to. Take out some more slabs and place them in here for the redstone. Do the same thing on this side. So basically connect these dispensers. Now go to the exact middle of these rows of slabs and connect these back here. In the middle there we will place down our redstone. So basically, once again go to the middle and place 2 blocks and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 blocks out. And do the same thing on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In the middle here, place 2 full blocks, also slabs on top, so nothing will spawn up there. Now take out your repeaters and place them in here. Then go to the other side, or the other direction, and set all of these to 4 ticks. Place a few more blocks on both sides. Take out some redstone dust. And then connect these up. And on this side place only one redstone and 1 comparator in here. Then 1 block right up there. Then place a slab here, or you can also place the lever up here so nothing will spawn. Now right click the comparator once. Now take out some more redstone. And 2 more repeaters, and place the repeater in here. And connect the redstone on top of these dispensers. Crouch, so you can place it on top of it. Same thing on this side, redstone, repeater. And crouch and place it on top of the dispenser. And once again the same thing in here. And now you flick the lever and listen. You can hear the water going. If you go check down here, as you can see, now the mobs are falling down. There's just one thing missing. Well, actually 2 things still missing. The AFK tower and the pickup system. And from this point you have to go 62 blocks up. So that's almost a full stack. Scaffolding will be useful and easy to use on this part, but you can also use some normal blocks and some ladders. So go 61 blocks up, place some ladders, and if you use some scaffolding, you don't need the ladders. Up here, make yourself a small, safe room. Just make it small enough so you can just stand in here. It doesn't have to be anything special unless you want some chests and whatnot up here. Okay, now take out some slabs and place the slabs up here. Something will spawn up here. Also the normal blocks down here. Okay, that's the AFK spot. And the reason why we have an AFK spot is because when you stand up here, nothing is able to spawn outside the farm. So all of the mobs that are able to spawn are spawning on top of the platforms. And that means maximum efficiency. Take out a torch, place the torch in here. Now go ahead and remove this tower of blocks. If you haven't already done this, place blocks here, like so. You do the same thing on all of these railway thingies. Place chests in here. Hoppers on top. Place some more rails. 1 on each. Then a normal rail. And then a powered rail on top of the hopper. Behind the chests, some more blocks. Then let's take out some more comparators. Place them behind the hoppers. And blocks behind the comparators. And also above them. And take out some repeaters. Place them in here. Redstone torches. Place them in here. Also some blocks on top. And now when the item goes inside this hopper minecart will stop. Now, hopper minecarts. Also take out some levers so you can turn these off when you leave the area. It's important. Let's set the minecarts on. Turn the redstone on. And AFK up there for a while. In 10 minutes of AFK, we got almost 2,500 items, which means that this farm will produce almost 15,000 items per hour, and that's quite a lot. Thank you for watching. My name is Kmond, and this is a farm I think I made back in 2020 in my first Let's Play series. And yeah, it's been quite some time. I also made it in my hardcore series. I got some comments asking that, hey, you should make a tutorial about this. So here we are. Thank you for watching, hit the like button, subscribe, and also watch my hardcore series. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.